Hello, good morning. Can I say a big hello to all our Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 superstars from Water Primary School. I hope you're all fit and well and have had a lovely half term. I just wanted to put together some physical activities for you to have a go at in your PE lessons over the next week or two. We've come down to the local park here. We're using just a small area. I've got some socks set out on the floor. If Alicia just moves to the side, and then you can see in the background there. I'm using socks. I'm trying to think of things that you have at home. Not everybody has cones. I'm hoping that people have a football. If people do need to borrow a football, and I'm sure Mr. Willen would kindly lend you one from school. So it's going to be football focused, but first of all we're just going to get warm, and these little activities you can do in your back garden. We've only got a little space here of about 12 yards, 12 steps by about 9 width. Okay, so let's run through these activities. Let's get warm. If you want to follow, that's superb. If you want to watch the video and then have a go, that would be great. Okay, so first little activity, let's have a look. So just to get warm, what I'd like us to do, we're just going to run to the top sock or top cone, which is, the first one is 3 yards, the second one another 3, and the third one another 3. Okay, so that's the whole space that we've got there. So we're just going to run up, jog up to the top one and back, and there and back and there and back 10 times just to get warm. Okay. Okay, so once you've done 10, we'll move on to the next activity. Next activity, we're just going to go out to the first cone and back, out to the second one and back, out to the third one and back, and we're going to work at that maybe for about 30 seconds. Okay, let's go. Okay, so 30 seconds on, maybe have a 10-20 seconds rest, as much as you need, and then we'll move on to the next activity. Okay, this time we're going to go out forwards and we're going to come back in on our toes backwards. So first cone and back, second cone and back, third cone and back, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Okay, let's have a go at that one. Woo! Okay, good stuff. So have a go at that one. Do your best, plenty of energy, plenty of enthusiasm. Okay, next one, we're going to go in and out of the socks or the cones to the top, and the same coming back. I'm going to try and beat these two and get there before them. They are very competitive, but if you want to time yourself and put your times on Seesaw, by all means put them on, put your videos on, and it gives somebody else in your class or in school something to beat, just for a bit of fun. Okay, maybe 30 seconds. Let's go. So, time 30. So, go to the top, that's 1, come back, that's 2, back to the top, that's 3. Robbie's got 30 seconds on his watch. Okay, so in and out, in and out. Yeah, with the ball? No, without the ball. Okay, good race, good race. He did beat me, not to worry. Okay. Now we'll start introducing the ball. We'll have a little bit of fun. Okay, get yourself a drink of water, ready in 2. Okay, next little activity, toe taps on top of the ball. Alicia is going to show you with the ball still. Okay, so try and keep the ball still, and it's just nice and light on your feet, and you're just tapping on top of the ball. So Alicia, can you show us that one? Okay, so that's good. Try and touch the ball every time. Coordination as well. Okay, thank you. So you could practice that little skill. Once you've got on top of that one and you feel good, feel confident, then you could possibly try to start moving the ball. Okay, so toe taps but moving the ball forward. So just watch Robbie. Excellent. And backwards, Robbie. Brilliant. So stand still, just toe taps on top. So off you go, toe taps on top to start, to warm up, practice. Excellent. Once you're comfortable, start moving the ball forwards. Excellent. And then backwards. Okay, super. So nice little practice there for 5 minutes. Off you go. So hopefully you've got the hang of that now. You've improved, you've practiced, and you're now going to perfect that. Practice even more using the cones or the socks on the floor. So where we started our little warm-up activities, you can start there at this side, and you can practice your little toe taps, and then you can start moving the ball forward to the first cone and then back, and then you can go from the starting position out to the second cone, moving the ball forward, toe taps on top and back, and you can work your way through the cones until you get to the other side, and then you can start at the other side, repeat the activity back to where you started. Okay, Robbie, off you go. So out to the first cone and back to the starting position. Don't worry about making mistakes, it's all part of learning. Okay, out you go again to the second. Brilliant. And back there, stop there. Okay, and back out to the top one now, and back to the one behind, and then forwards to the top. Okay, excellent. Okay, have a little breather there, and then start again, work your way back. Okay, go and practice, off you go. Okay, next little activity, Robbie's going to roll his foot over the ball, and he's just going to work sideways with the ball. Try and use both feet, so maybe start as Robbie's going to do with his left foot, and then he'll go back with his right foot, use both feet. Let's see how he gets on. Go. So nice and slow, take your time, use the tips of your toes, roll the ball across. Okay, well done Robbie, come back to the middle. Okay, go and have a go at that one, get that one practiced, off you go, good luck. Next challenge or next activity, similar to the one you've just done, but this time when you roll the foot over the ball, you're going to stop it with your other foot. Okay, so just watch Robbie, he'll show you how to do it. Roll the foot over and stop, roll the foot over and stop, roll, stop, roll, stop, roll, stop, roll, stop, roll, stop. Okay, so all you need is a little space, okay, somewhere flat if possible. Have a go at that one, go and have a practice. Go, go. Okay, well done everybody. I just want to talk to you about another few activities or challenges that you could possibly be having a go at with this little setup. You could just get the ball here and you could be dribbling in and out of the socks using both feet. You could work your way towards one of the socks or the cones, and you could be doing some kick-ups or some headers or some turns, some step overs as you approach the cones. For those of you in Key Stage 2 that possibly play football out of school more than other children do, challenge yourself and see what you can do. If you've got somebody to work with, you can work on your passing, you can work on your control. People can throw the ball into your chest, you can control, pass the ball back. A little bit more difficult, it can come into the chest, you can have a few kick-ups, maybe flick it up onto the head and then head it back in. You can make it as complicated or as difficult as you want. If you've nobody to work with, that's fine. You can find a wall, you can pass up against the wall, you can get some chalk and you can mark some targets on the wall, various targets. You can put numbers in them and you can have a little competition with brother or sister or mum or dad, or just on your own, try and beat your personal best. Make it more difficult by moving further away from the wall or the target. If you do have a goal in your garden, you can have a crossbar challenge. You can split the goal up into different areas and have a little bit of a competition. Maybe mum or dad or brother or sister can give you an area to hit, and you can have 5 attempts and see how many you can score. Okay, there's all sorts of little activities that you can have a go at. There's just a few ideas. Okay, go and practice. Don't forget to share what you've been doing on Seesaw. I'd love to see it. Good luck. Okay, next is a challenge. I want to introduce the water toe tap challenge for Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 children. I want you to set the clock for 30 seconds. I want you to find a ball and I want you to see how many times you can tap your feet on top of the ball in 30 seconds. I'm going to have a go now with Robbie and Alicia, and if you post your results on Seesaw, everybody can see and we can have a little bit of friendly competition as well as plenty of fun. Let's have a go. Okay, Robbie, you ready? You tell us when to stop. 3, 2, 1, go. Stop. Mr. Smedley, 92. Robbie?
I got 85.
Robbie, 85.
67.
Alicia, 67. 3 good scores for you to have a go at and try and beat. Okay, don't forget to post your results. Can you beat me? Sure you can.
The last little skill is kick-ups. At first I found them hard, but in the park the other day, my dad, Mr. Smedley, taught me a few tips, and now I have seemed to have got a lot better at them. So he will now show you a demonstration.
Okay, so like Alicia said, she was struggling. She was trying to kick the ball a little too high and she was using the incorrect part of the foot. So the easiest way to start is to use the laces part just here. Alicia was trying to use her toes and the side of her foot, which you can do, but it's easier to master first if you just use the laces part. So start just by dropping the ball onto your laces and then catching. Okay, so just drop it, catch, drop it, catch, drop it, catch. Okay, drop it, catch, drop it, catch, drop it, catch. Okay, once you've got 1, move on to 2. Okay, so 1, 2, catch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay, and then once you've got things in place, okay, you can get your kick-ups done. Okay, but little touches, yeah, little touches, little touches. Alicia was trying to kick the ball too hard and too high. We just want little touches. Okay, little touches. Okay, so second challenge, the water kick-up challenge. Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2 children, how many can you do without dropping your ball? Let's see all the entries on Seesaw. Can't wait to see them. All the very best. Enjoy.
Mr. Smedley is now going to show you a few demonstrations and skills you can learn at home. Number 1, drag back.
Okay, so the drag back, we use this when we're attempting to cross or pass the ball to try and fool the defender. Okay, so we approach, we look like we're going to pass the ball, we drag the ball back and we change and go the other way and change direction. So pretend to pass, drag the ball back, go the other way. Pretend to pass, drag the ball back, go the other way. Pretend to pass, drag the ball back, go the other way. Okay, if you can touch the ball here with your hand, you're doing it correctly. Okay, don't do it like this. Okay, Now I can't see the ball. That's not what I'd like you to do. Okay, we need to be able to pretend to pass, see the ball, change direction, and once you've changed direction, get out of there as quick as you can, away from the defender. Have a go. Right, number 2. What's the number 2?
So number 2, step over.
Number 2, the step over. Okay, so we're approaching a defender and we're going to try and knock them off balance. So we're going to go in quite slowly, not 100 miles an hour, not at full pace, and once you get close to the defender, you're going to try and step over the ball there, try to knock them off balance, and then you're going to take the ball with the other foot. Okay, so into the defender. Okay, do a little step over there, take the ball with the other foot. Okay, same again, into the defender, step over, take the ball the other way. Okay, once you've done your little trick, try and get out of there as fast as you can. If you practice that one, I'd love to see them on Seesaw. Go and have a go at that one.
The next skill is inside hook.
Okay, the inside hook. So we use the inside of the foot to hook the ball back, and again, change direction, get out of there, get away from the defender. Okay, so ball's out, inside hook, stab, go the other way. Okay, stab, go the other way. Stab, go the other way. Stab, go the other way. Pretend to pass, stab, go the other way. Stab, go the other way. Okay, using the inside of the foot. Alicia, what's next?
Next is the outside hook.
Okay, outside hook, so similar to the inside, but we're just using the outside of the foot this time. Okay, so in we come, again, come down this side, stab the ball and change direction. Okay. Stab the ball, get the crossing or the pass. Okay, have a go at those. I'd love to see them on Seesaw. Okay, a little game going on in the background here that Robbie and Alicia are playing in. A little game of football golf. We went to the park the other day and we had a super game, 1st to 10. Spread ourselves out in the area that we had. And obviously, if you want to make it more difficult, spread yourselves out that little bit more. If you want to make it a little bit easier, get a little closer. So you play by passing or striking the ball into the target. The target is the goal, the legs. You've got to try and pass the ball between the legs. If you do manage to get the ball through, it's 2 points, and if you hit the post, the leg, then it's 1 point. Okay, what I've asked them to do is stop the ball with the hands if the ball's going through into the target, and then you don't find yourself running chasing the ball all over the place. Okay, so 1st to 10, have a game with brother or sister or mum or dad. Otherwise, as I said earlier, you can find a wall and you can chalk some targets on there, and you can set yourself some little areas to hit or strike with the ball. Okay, so enjoy that game. I'm going to go and enjoy and join in over here. Good luck. Okay, so we've changed the game slightly now. We've got 2 jackets on the floor using the same area. Doesn't have to be a huge area. And this time, as well as being accurate with the pass, the weight of pass is just as important. So what Robbie and Alicia are trying to do is pass the ball. You can use the inside or the outside of the foot, or if you've got a greater distance, you can strike it with the laces. And the idea is for you to land the ball on the jacket as if you were playing foot golf. Okay, if you have plenty of room in your garden, you could set up some little obstacles and things to pass the ball through or over. But of course you need to finish by putting the ball in the hole, which in this case is passing the ball and landing the ball onto the jacket. Okay, so just another little fun game, a little activity that you can have a go at. Enjoy!